MJF was interviewed by Dr. Beau Hightower. And what this guy, his gimmick really is, he bends and breaks everyone's body and interviews them while it's happening. So I think they're a little bit more vulnerable and they're more willing to say some stuff. During this interview, MJF shoots on Hulk Hogan. So I'm just going to hit play and let him take over here.
Yeah. So why do you think that Hogan takes so much heat in the wrestling community?
Because he's a liar and a racist.
Hmm.
You know, it doesn't change the fact that he was a massive draw and the professional wrestling business will never be the same because of him, for the better. But there are plenty of professional wrestlers that did great business. It doesn't mean that they're great people. Chris Benoit is a great professional wrestler. It doesn't mean that he's a good person. And I think for some reason, wrestling fans kind of struggle with that.
They can't separate
the two, which is why I think people love me, because I'm out and out a horrible person, and I'm honest about it.
There you go.
So it's like, at least I'm honest about
it. Yeah. I'll just let you know.
And yeah, so we have MJF shooting on Hulk Hogan, which is ridiculous because usually, you know, you kind of don't want to really trash anybody in the industry. And Hulk Hogan, probably the greatest pro wrestler of all time, he shoots on him, calls him a liar and a racist, which are really both horrible insults. I think with MJF's character and the character that he portrays, he has a lot of leeway to kind of say whatever and do whatever he wants, because it's tough to tell when it's MJF talking or when it's the actual man, you know, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Is he in character and calling Hogan a liar and a racist, which is great heel stuff? Yeah. Or is he in real life saying it as himself? So I think when he has these interviews, he's probably the best interview in the business for sure, because he blurs that line between, like, he's kind of being himself, but he's also in character, so it's really tough to tell what he actually means. What you think of this, Dom?
It's like Vince McMahon. It's a shoot and a work at the same time. Like, that's what his life has become at such a young age of 20-something. It's already a shoot and a work. I thought it was kind of a leading question. Does Hulk Hogan, like, we're just assuming that Hulk Hogan has heat with lots of wrestling fans? I mean, he's an older guy. He's doing other things now. He's clearly retired. He's in the news because he's a celebrity now, not because he's still wrestling. He's not trying to get back in the ring, as far as I can tell. Does Hulk Hogan really have heat with wrestling fans? I mean, like, Hogan doesn't have any, I don't have any bad things to say about Hogan. He's living his life. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I do think he's a liar, but he is a pro wrestler. So they are professionally lying to you constantly.
Yes. Hogan's a worker.
Right.
He's a worker. He's not a liar. He's a worker.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, Hogan's told some famous lies over the years. So,
works. He's working.
When he was just on a podcast and talked about how he was at Wembley Stadium and a dying kid's last wish was to see him. And then, like, he saw him and then he died. And then, like, he saw the parents after the match. But it's like, you were never at Wembley Stadium. And that doesn't sound like something that would happen. So, Hulk Hogan, definitely a liar.
Subscribe to our channel. Don't bury the lead, a wrestling channel. Find us on YouTube. That's where all the best stuff is. It's our not only our live streams, but our archive